Hello everyone, welcome to Java Expert. In today's video, we will discuss about Spring AI. In Spring community, they came up with a new project called Spring AI. We will quickly go through their documentation, how this can be used on component to develop AI-based applications. So basically, Spring AI is an abstraction that will help us to implement our own AI-based applications. These abstractions are having many implementations which will help us to swap between the multiple components. For example, the Spring AI introduced a new interface called Chat Client, which is having implementation of OpenAI and Azure OpenAI. In these documentations, that they will give the details about how this can be implemented in our own component with OpenAI or Azure OpenAI. So they given the dependency details of both these things, which we can go through and we will implement it. So in today's practical session, we will use OpenAI and we will implement it in our own component. So to start with, they have provided the starter project, how they are given for other projects. So for OpenAI also, they are given the starter project that we will use it in our form. That is going to help us to import the necessary libraries. So one more thing which you have to notice that Spring AI currently is in snapshot version, which means they are not at release the release version. So current version is 0.8.0 snapshot. So that is the thing which we are going to use it. So we'll just quickly see the dependency details. So before getting into the coding part, if you want to implement OpenAI or Azure OpenAI, you have to register with their portal and you have to generate the API key. So since we are going to start with OpenAI, you have to go to this OpenAI sign up page and you have to generate the token. As I already did, I have a token with me to a developer component. If you are starting first time, you have to register with OpenAI portal and you have to generate the key. So that key has to be given in this property here. Spring AI OpenAI API key. In this property, you have to provide it, right? So, and coming to the dependency part, repository you have to add since it's a snapshot project, and they given the dependencies for both Azure OpenAI and OpenAI. So this is the things which you have to use since we are going to implement with OpenAI, right? So we will quickly create a project and we will implement this in our component. So I quickly create a Spring Boot project, name Spring A project, Maven, Java 17. So remaining things will be as it is since I have already typed it. So those things being already there. Next, so we'll add the dependency Spring Web dependency, and we have to add the OpenAI dependency also, but it will not be available here because it's a snapshot project which we have to manually add once this project is getting created. So currently we will add only the Spring Web dependency and we will create the project. Just wait for some time. That project is getting created. I think project is getting created now. Now we'll open the pom.xml and we will add the necessary dependencies. So first we'll copy this repository. Since it's a snapshot project, we need to add this repository so that necessary library will be downloaded from here. So repository is added, and dependency, since you're going to implement using OpenAI, this needs to be placed under the dependencies, right? So now we have added the necessary dependencies, and next we'll quickly create the packages and classes and we will test that. So I'll go and create a controller, and I will create a service, and I'll create a model. Okay, this packages are enough, and I'll go to the service, I'll create a class. So what we're going to implement is like so this AI is to get the top singers in the countries. So just imagine. So that's the endpoint we're going to expose. So based on the country which are going to input, we're going to get the details for that. Okay. So the service is going to be like top singers, right? Public string get top singers. So this is the method we have, right? So it's going to be service, right? So as we discussed in the documentation, so they we have a chat client. So we have to create the object. Basically, we have to automate the chat client. Okay, so we have a chat client object here. Just consider we are getting object parameter country here. So string from string equal to top singer details, uh, details of uh, just put country, right? Okay. So string is read. So this is a query which are going to pass to that particular AI. So chat client dot generate of that prompt string. It's going to be very simple. So we will going to see some more details as well. But let's start with very simple thing. So this will return a string. Okay, a small typo. So now our service is ready. Let's go to class controller public string get top singers. Let's do what's the service your top singers provided. Okay, so we are going to get country as a parameter, right? Get mapping top singers will be path variable country, right? So here we'll call that one return top singers dot if top singers of country. So this will return the response from A as controller request mapping will keep it chat. So chat top singers and country. So for this we will get a response. So one thing which we are missing is we have to mention the API key, right? So let's go to the property. Model we are not using it now. We'll come to that in some time. So property AI, Open AI, right? Open AI. Spring AI, Open AI dot key. This one equal to. So I already have a key, so I am pasting it here. So that's it. The key is ready, and we wrote service class, top service, auto chat client. With that, we generate with the prompt string and get the response. And the controller, we wrote a get mapping endpoint, and from here we are calling a service method. Okay, let's start the service. So we don't mention any port, so which means it will start with 8080 by default. Okay, services start. Let's go to Postman. So this is the endpoint, localhost 8080 chat top singers India, and let's trigger the request here. So wait for some time to get the response. We don't get response. Uh, yeah, we got response now. See, top singer details. So those details we are getting it. Uh, Lata Mangeshkar, since we have India, right? So these are the Indian singers with their details. We are getting it here. So these things looks the string, right? Kind of a paragraph we are getting as a response. But if you want some structured data, kind of a JSON data you want, so that you can easily, store in a structured database, RDMS database, that will help for to build a proper application, right? So if that is the case, how this can be get a response in a structured way. So there is an option available in the Spring AI. So that's the next thing which you are going to do that. So before that, getting to that, we'll try few other samples like India. I will give a USA now. Wait for some time to get the response. I think it is taking some more, no, some more time. Normally it won't take much time, but now it is taking more time. Just wait for some time to get the response. Yeah, now got the response for USA also. Like they have given some details, right? So, okay, fine. Now we will try to get some structured data in a JSON format, right? For that, we need a model, right? Let's go to the model class. I'll create a model. So basically, what we need here, uh, we need a singer's details, right? So let's create a singer class first. What are the details we need? We need a name. Uh, we need their age, and we need their location. We need their country, right? For its, just consider we need these details, right? Let's generate getters and setters. Okay. So we need a list of singers basically, right? This is a one object, so we need a list of things, right? So we'll go to create one more class, singers. So it's going to be list of singer. We'll generate getters and setters, right? So now we have list of singers. So this is the object we are expecting from the AI, right? So how this can be implemented now? Let's go to service part. So basically, this needs to return the list of singers object first, right? So uh, for that, what we need it. So we'll get a response from the AI as a string only, which we have to parse it. Which you have to parse it But when you're getting the response from the AI, we have to tell the AI that in which format we need that, right? So we have to tell that in the request itself how we need a response, and we have to pass that. So there are some options they are given in the Spring AI. So those are classes and interfaces we will use to get the structured data as an output. So the first thing is bean output parser. So here we have to tell that which object format we need. We need a singers, right? So that we have to mention it, right? So this is we keep as parser. Bean output parser of class singers dot class, right? So parser is ready. Now, uh, so let's keep it a prompt string. So here we have to do some few corrections. Like see, already we are concatenating the string, right? We will use a placeholder here instead of that one, right? We'll use a placeholder here, country, and we have to mention the format also. So we have two placeholders here. One is country and one more is format. So for that, we need a prompt template. Prompt template of will pass this prompt string in the constructor, right? So now with the template, we'll fill the placeholders. We have to add. So we have two placeholders, right? One is country. Country for a country, we will pass that country. Whatever the value is coming as a parameter. Next is template.add. Then we have one more placeholder called format. So this is the format we're expecting from the AI, right? So that we have to mention it. Here we have to we'll get the parser. Sorry, we'll get the format here. Parser dot get format. So it will generate the format for us. If you print that one, it will have some kind of text. It will tell the AI that which format data we need as a response. So when you're creating the parser object itself, we mentioned we need a format in the form of singers object, right? So that will be mentioned here. Next, template dot set output parser. So this can be parser. So now our template is ready. Prompt template is ready. Now we need a prompt object. Prompt equal to template dot create. So this will create the prompt object. So now chat client dot generate instead of passing a string will pass this prompt, right? So this will return, it won't return the string. Instead of that, it will return the chat response. So it will return the chat response, right? So this is not a string, right? So chat response dot get generation dot get content. So this is what will return. So this will return a string. But what we need is we don't want a string, right? We want a singles object. So instead of that, this we will have a string response. Now this we have to convert to the singles object. So for that we have a parser. Return parser dot parse string response. So this will return the singers object. So return type will change to singers, right? So yeah, that's it. Now our service is ready. Let's go to controller. So here also we will change it to fingers, right? I think that's it. We have done the necessary things. So we'll just check once. Fingers alone. We have prompt string. We have two placeholder country. We have passed format. We passed it. Created a template with that prompt, and we have done that. Yeah. Let's start the service. Started. Let's go to Postman. Now let's try for India. Request for these things will be remain same, but we'll see how we are getting the response back now. We'll wait for some time. Yeah, now see the response. We are getting this JSON as a response with the structure how we have built the model class, right? Singers, name, age, location, country. So this is the beauty of AI, guys. We can tell that which format we need and what all the information is required. So AI will construct the response in the format and get the response for us. I mentioned the we request for name, age, location, country. So those informations are already over there. Now go for USA. Yeah, now got the response for USA as well, right? So location is there, age is there, name is there, right? So fine. Now along with this information, we I need a one more information as well. For example, in a singer, we asked for name, age, location, country, right? So along with that, I want uh their spouse details as well, right? Uh, I need a spouse details as well. So generate the setter and header for that. So that's it. So I just asked for one more information for a singer that is their spouse details. Let's start the service and we'll see how we are getting a response. Starting the service now. Go to here. Again, we'll try for India. Wait for a few seconds to get the response back from AI services. Yeah. See, along with this existing details, we got a spouse details as well. So this is the beauty of AI, guys. So whatever the information you need, you can ask, and which structure data, which format you need, that is also you can mention in the request itself, and you'll get the response back in the same structure which you asked for it. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you understand Spring community is set up with the AI projects which have a multiple implementations which you can implement, which you can integrate with various AI providers, with that you can build your own AI component or that part things you can develop. So I just want to demonstrate to you in a practical way how this can be implemented. So that is about all about this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Put your thoughts in the comment section and like the video and share with your friends. And I'll see you in some other video. Thank you.